What's up, YouTube? Trucker Warren. Hey, I got another good one for you today. We're going to do a 9-month review since I've been here at Crete. I know it's hard to believe I've been here 9 months already. Started in the end of March, and now we're at the end of December. Anyway, I wanted to go over some numbers with you, show you what my average was, my home time, and we'll go from there. All right, well, for starters, let's start out with the driver's scorecard. As you can see here, Crete has their own app, and we've got these driver reports. So it gives you compensation report, and it gives you driver scorecard. So within the driver scorecard, what you're going to see is your details when your license expires, when your physical expires. It's going to show you your percent of year completed. So right here it says 78.96%. That's because that's my fiscal year, not my actual year. So I've been in it 9 months, so you can do the math on that. Qualifying miles, 82,974. They want year-to-date goal is, I should be at 90,806 miles. So I'm running about 7,800 miles behind. And their year-end goal is 114,000. So miles per day needed at 80% in service, which is about what I'm at, 80% in service, is 522 miles per day. That's their MPD. Also, you see these safety points, that's -3. That's a good thing. It's like a golf game. The less points you have, the better. So how you get minus points is doing trailer inspections, you know, taking the trailers in to get inspected when they're due for an inspection, or you know, watching some safety videos or something that they're going to have you do. So you can see down here also in the scorecard, it shows you when your A service, your B service is due on your tractor. Then you see your monthly miles line here. Now they only go back 6 months, so we got June. You see I did 13,082, 69.98 in July, and so on. And you can see kind of towards the end of the year I kind of slacked off. And then this shows you your in service. So in June, what 100% means is I was out every day in June. And then 74%, obviously, I wasn't out quite as much in July. 100% in August. 78% in September. And then you can see I kind of slacked off again. But now in December, I've been out, according to their latest data, 100%. But I was home for 3 days over Christmas. The next thing on the scorecard shows you your on-time delivery. And you can see I'm always 100% on time. I'm never late. I'm never late. I never miss an appointment. I under-promise and over-deliver, and you should too. If you're going to make it in this industry, you cannot, let me repeat, you cannot be late. If you are late, you are not a valuable asset. So keep that in mind. Always be on time. All right, and then they show fuel compliance, and you can see my fuel compliance kind of dropped there in November, but I don't know why, because my card's been restricted since about a month after I started. So I can only fuel where they tell me and for as much as they tell me to fuel. So it's actually 100%. I don't know what's wrong with that. Then this shows you your idle percentage. You can see in August, it's a little higher. And then it starts dropping down over the winter time because you don't have to idle as much because it's cooler out. All right, well, that's it for the driver scorecard. Now we can go on to the compensation report. Now this compensation report is only as of 11/30. So this isn't really going to help us for our year-end stats, but I just wanted to give you an idea what it looks like. So they do this paid practical miles. So this is as of 11/30. I got 74,215 paid practical miles. And that's at the rate of 61.3 cents. I actually get 62 cents, but they take with per diem. You lose 1 cent a mile for per diem because it costs them to process that. Anyway, surge pay, I didn't have any of that. Accessorial pay, that's detention time, dock time, anything over 2 hours at a dock, and they start paying you $15 an hour. Also, they've had me lay over, and I get paid $150 a day to lay over. Breakdown pay is $150, not $150 an hour, $150 a day. Breakdown pay is $150 a day. And let's see, referral pay, I haven't gotten any of those, guys. I haven't gotten any of those. With all the videos I've done, you can see referral pay, $0. By the way, if you are watching this video and you're find value in it, hey, use my driver code. It's LARWA. If you're considering coming to Crete, use my driver code LARWA. Maybe my next update, I could show that I get some referral pay. All right. So I got nothing in referral pay, and then vacation pay, I got nothing this year. So the total between, and bonus pay was for doing, I think it was 30,000 miles in 90 days or something like that. I got $1,214 in bonus pay for that. And then, so you can see that's $2,739 basically. And then, so what they do is they'll add all that up, and then they come up with, this is what your actual pay per mile is if you were to average it all out. 67.4 cents a mile, or 0.674, which is 67.4 cents a mile. Then you go down a little bit further, and they show you, so that's another thing, is you look at practical miles versus short miles, which a lot of companies pay short miles, but the practical miles is $1,851 more than the short miles. And then company paid medical insurance, look at what they put into that by the end of November, and that was 8 months, $4,536. So, you know, Crete is actually putting out quite a bit more money than what you get in your paycheck. But if you look at the benefits and everything that come along with it, then, you know, it's a good deal. All right. So now you've seen both the driver scorecard and the compensation report there from Crete. And also in their app, we do TransFlow. We get to scan our trips in. You just take a photo of it. You get the detention forms, stuff like that. Anyway, that'll do it for the Crete app. All right, next we're pulling up the ADP app. This is my actual pay statement that I get every week as we get paid on Wednesdays. So at Crete, your trips, if you turn them in by midnight on Friday, you'll get paid for them on Wednesday. So it's a pretty nifty little app, and they give you a breakdown of everything you get. So you can see in this last week's paycheck, I got $1,986.16, and that was the gross miles that I went, 2,865.28 miles. But then they break it down into, I'm sorry, it was 3,256 miles. And then, of course, because I do the per diem, so this is where that, I guess it's 12 cents a mile comes off. The rate is 49 cents a mile at the 32.56, but then I also get the 390, which is the other 12 cents a mile, that brings it up to 61 cents a mile. See, look at the rate, 12 cents a mile. You can see it right there, right there. So that equals another $300, and that $390. So the per diem, that's a whole tax thing, and I'm not going to get into that, but that's all part of your pay. So then you can see what you paid in taxes here, your benefits. I pay out towards my vision and my health insurance. And then retirement, I have money going into my retirement. So my take-home pay was $1,597. That was last week. So what I wanted to show you was, so here's my year-to-date. So we're at 9 months. So there's $53,608 for my year-to-date. And as you can see, that's 12/28/23. So that's going to be my end-of-year total. So for 9 months, that's 39 weeks. So let's look at 53,608. 53,608 divided by 39 weeks. That's a total of $1,374.56 on average for every week that I've been here at Crete. That includes my off time, my home time, the days I've run, the days I haven't ran. That's all of it total. $1,374.56 per week. I mean, that's actually pretty good if you average it out. But if you look at them and they're saying I done 80%, so let's take 39 weeks times 0.8. That I did it wrong. Take 39 times 0.8 equals, so 31.2 weeks is what I ran, what I was on the road with. So 31.2, remember that number. We'll go back here. 53.608. So if we take 53,608 divided by 31.2, that means I'm averaging gross $1,718.21 if you round up. $1,718.21 a week. That's on average while I'm on the road. Sure, I have my $300 weeks because it didn't get much accomplished, or I started, come off the road and I get back on the road on Wednesday and I got to turn a trip in by Friday, and sometimes you turn one in on Thursday and then the next one's a long one. So, and there'll be weeks that you have a $3,000 week, but that's because you've got money coming in from a trip that you did mostly on the previous week. So you have to look at things in a long range, in the long term, because it averages out. So if you do come to Crete and you start out with a couple hard weeks, or you have a hard week here and there, just remember, average out your weeks. And when you see a number like this, $1,718 gross, I mean, that's not chump change, and I'm not running hard. I never run out of hours here. I run on recaps most of the time while I'm on the road, and what that means is, you only get 70 hours in 8 days. But if you only use up 8 3/4 hours a day, then you could run nonstop. All right, y'all. As you can see, you can make some pretty good money here at Crete. That's going to do it for this episode. Hey, if you found value in this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and once again, use my driver code, LARWA. That's LARWA. You help a fellow driver out. It really helps the channel out, and we'll catch you on the next one. Until then, Trucker Warren saying, keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your, well, we gone. Peace.